All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about a minute to the official start of the meeting. We have a ton of information to cover. I want to make sure everyone's on TeamSpeak and ready to go for the meeting. We have some great news for multiple games that are coming up, and I want to make sure that we are handling it properly. No, everyone is to meet us in front of the front gates of Orgrimmar for the meeting. So there's a lot of things happening right now. It's getting off of the summer break period, so there is a significant amount of launch news and general gaming news that is coming out, and we expect it to be a very active August. So, number one issue of Guild news is that we can confirm that there will be the launch of the Warlords of Dreanor Cinematic, and street date reveal event will be occurring on August 14th. We'll be at the theater at Ace Hotel, which is in downtown Los Angeles. I will be making it out there myself. I don't know about the rest of you Southern Californians, but it seems to be a very nice, old United Arts hotel. It's basically old Los Angeles. It should be quite a bit of fun. I don't know how much we'll have to be camping out there, but perhaps we can get a guild breakfast, lunch, or dinner set up depending on how big the crowds are and how many people will be getting in. I believe people who will be packing the thing will be getting access to the Warlords beta, so I'm sure they'll have a huge turnout, etc. So what that means is, here's the speculation, here's what we're looking at. In the past, Blizzard has launched their games about 2 months after their release date. Now, they might change that and it might come out earlier, but what this likely means is that we are seeing a launch window for Warlords of Dreanor coming out not in September, but likely very early October to mid-October. So that's what we're looking at. It's possible that we're looking at early November, but we're ultimately going to be seeing this game out sooner than anticipated. It's likely that we'll see a November launch or at the very latest, that they have significant problems or whatever else. A December launch date, but that would be unlikely. That means that we need to start preparing for what this means. Some major news has been provided courtesy of data mining and has been put up and verified on MMO Champion. If you could get a link to that down at the bottom of the channel, that would be excellent. One of the major tidbits is that in addition to the endgame World PvP system provided by Ashran, which at this time we're unsure what the player numbers will be. It may be uncapped, it might not. There's been some direct communication from members within this guild and the developers who are participating in Ashran about their plans. What we know so far is that they will be expanding the size of Ashran as time goes on. There will be additional secondary and tertiary zones that are put in addition to it, which means that they will be adding additional content as time goes on. They also have showcased that the faction capitals will be adjacent to Ashran, and they are not sanctuaries. This means that our city rating will include these areas, much in the way that we have rated the shrines and other World PvP hubs on Mist of Pandaria. The new faction capitals will be subject and vulnerable to attack. So World PvP will be in large part a major endgame component. Being able to work in large-scale groups effectively is a large part of what we will be doing. You will be getting your end game conquest gear from Ashran. In addition, there will be different versions of that gear which are available. It'll have randomized secondary stats. So if you've played Diablo in the past, you might have core stats like strength and stamina, but other crit and other things which will be mixed up in different rates. So you can go back and continually farm out gear to get specific sets for your interest. In addition, they will be bringing back the old World PvP zone of South Shore versus Terran Mill. The evidence is that it will be an 100 versus 100 battlegrounds, similar to, I guess, like a very large scale Alterac Valley or whatever else. They have confirmed the artwork for it and the maps for it are available on MMO Champions, so they will be bringing back that content. Should be quite a bit of fun. In addition, they've been releasing quite a bit of additional information on your garrisons. The garrisons will have a whole new tier of buildings, and they'll have different benefits which we previously were unaware of, including but not limited to the ability to build gnomish workshops, etc., which will provide you with a physical siege tank for you to drive around in, for instance. So there will be a variety of additional upgrades that you can get, which are combat relevant out in the field. In the beta, you can see Tearless has done some great work in this regard. If you have any specific questions regarding what's happening in the beta, the Warrant Officer Department under Rate of Fire, and through the help of a tremendous amount of effort from Tearless, and big props to him, have been providing videos and guides at 1080p, showcasing all of the new content and exactly what has been added. This is available at youtube.com/ruin. If you can put a link down, it's very easy to check out. The playlists are being updated. Any relevant information on class guides, changes, and things that you should be aware of as far as your personal garrison, Ashran, the new South Shore versus Terran Mill zone, all of that is available on our forums and our YouTube page and will be consistently updated. We're also looking for people to help out making better videos. So if you're interested in helping out, you're a good artist, or you can make videos yourselves, contact Rate of Fire and he will help you out. Tearless is up for promotion for his work tonight, as our other NCOs have been assisting. Due to the expectation of larger scale PvP, we're going to need many more PvP officers to help the large scale 24-hour-a-day PvP cycle. In the past, when we've had 24-hour PvP cycles in Guild Wars 2 or ESO, having a core of night and morning officers, people who might be deployed overseas or are working in other time zones, have taken on those roles and have been very effective. This is a multinational, international gaming organization. We've traditionally had very large numbers of players from the EU, from Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, the Anglosphere, basically, who have formed part of the night crew for us, and we'll be continuing that tradition into World of Warcraft. It's big news for everyone. We fought for many years to bring large-scale world PvP, what we do as a guild, into legitimate endgame, so it's no longer just doing your arenas or RBGs. Now, finally, what we do, large-scale raid group versus raid group and above PvP, is endgame. You'll have the best gear in the game from doing this. You will not have to do PvP that you don't like if you don't want to, in order to cap out your characters, and that will be quite a bit of fun and a significant change for everyone involved, and I think we can all look forward to that. And I'd like to thank everyone who has worked over the years to get World PvP out there as a major form of endgame interest for players in these types of games. It is now thoroughly mainstream. It's included in almost every major game launch these days, and you have been a part of making that a reality. We've been in very good contact over the years with game developers, not just from within World of Warcraft, but from many other gaming companies to make this something that has more visibility and make it a reality. So we have, going forward, finally, the player housing that we want, the endgame world PvP that we desire, and it's a great endgame for everyone to be engaged and allows everyone to participate. So it won't be, hey, do you have any more room there on your RBG team for me? Just show up and help out, have fun, and that's basically what we've always wanted. Go ahead and scout it. We have a few other games to discuss this evening and promotions to do, but I wanted to make sure we had a chance to go through all of that for everyone. I have a few people up top that need to be spoken with and so forth, and then we wanted to get some other game news gone through this evening. Lazarus, did you have a moment to just...
He's not in here.
All right, let's bring him up.
I don't have that authority. As far as
he's not in low channel either.
He's down at the bottom.
God damn it.
There he is.
All right, so we're back up top. Modius and Scoodles, are you there to give us some gaming news for Archage, Starcitizen, and some of the other major games that are being launched?
Copy that, yep.
So Shrine getting
got,
attacked.
A new patch in Starcitizen which cleared up a bunch of bugs. They've released the new R50 Racer. And looks like things are progressing well. Archage has announced its release date, which is mid-September. I think the 17th.
Yeah, 17th.
So, at least we know that that's going to be a factor. And it's a free-to-play game, so if you're really, really bored, come check it out.
Very, very good. All right, so this raid group is full. And for those of you who don't know what these games are, what's going on, we have tons of news, trailers, updates, and coverage. Young has been producing really excellent content for all of you to check. I've been putting that on our forums. Make sure you are registered. News on most of the major console games that are coming out is available there, as well as a variety of other games that are being released. But there's a lot of coverage of Destiny, which is looking quite good. Beta coverage, plot, what we know so far, very comprehensive, quite well done. Also on the front page of our website. So we'll make sure that's done. For those of you who are brand new to the guild, welcome aboard. We will be having a meetup at BlizzCon again this year. More information will be posted as it gets closer to launch. We will be doing traditional meetups at the restaurants down by BlizzCon proper, and we will be doing the traditional Disney meetup. Usually a bunch of fun. We do Disneyland proper. The rest who have year passes, we also will tend to do California Adventure. Quite a bit of fun, a little bit more adult, and you can drink while you're there as long as you're not a tremendous asshole. So, Lazarus, could you please discuss what you know about the Garrisons from World of Warcraft and in detail, because I didn't have a chance to check it out.
So what do I know in detail about Garrisons? Well, it's a similar system to what you would expect player housing to be. They provide a number of wonderful benefits depending on the kind of buildings you have in them. They have 3 tiers to them. A tier 3 garrison gives you access to a mine, a fishery, and a farm, plus your selection of 2 large buildings and 3 small buildings and 2 medium buildings, I believe. Yeah. Large buildings include things like a barracks, so you can have more followers, a stable, a gnomish workshop. Medium buildings are things like a sparring arena. I didn't look at anything beyond the sparring arena, so fuck, what else is there?
All right. Well, what is in? Just get to the good part.
Okay, so here's the good part. Here's the part that caught me and why I didn't really pay that much attention to every fucking thing else. If you build on a large plot a gnomish gearworks and you upgrade it to level 3, it allows you once per day to build a tank that you can ride around in World PvP, and it shoots things. It shoots things good. So, yes, we're all very excited as your leaders because we want you all to have gear workshops so that when I say, get me tanks, I can have 20 tanks roll out and, shoot people to death for me.
So yes, having an armored artillery corps and
you may pick
people
your
with
jaws up off of the floor now.
Yes, it should be lots of fun. They're doing a lot for us. I'm very, very happy with what things are going forward in terms of large-scale PvP and player housing and so on. It should be a lot of fun. Were there any other updates from our other active branches? Ian, did you have anything to discuss for Guild Wars 2 or WildStar? No.
WildStar did just put out a patch and added another BG called Sabotage. You can actually mount in. It's fairly large.
I'm linking a Garrison calculator. And you can use it to build your little garrisons. And you can take all the time in the world to read through all the little things all the little buildings do.
Enchantment station.
Oh yeah, there's also an enchantment station. There's an enchantment station that allows you to transmog enchantments. I don't know how many of you are interested in that, but that's a thing.
So you can get what's it? The blue one.
You can transmog enchantments.
There's a list of enchants that are available as of right now for Automobile Champion.
What else can you do? You can build tents, little tents that have themes like Argent Crusader, Alliance, Horde, Ebon Blade. Little themes there. Banners. You get to build banner things. Oh, you get a personalized.
To have no enchantment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
yes. Cool. You can have no enchantment. You can have the vanilla World of Warcraft I poisoned my weapon enchantment.
Yeah.
The other thing is you get a personalized standard as commander of the fort. You get your own battle standard you can throw down.
Nice.
Oh, there for certain achievements you get to build a statue in the middle of your garrison.
3 plots for statues.
Fill up this group, Mr. Atmore.
Clear.
There are currently no defense in Stormwind.
All right, just keep it to tells. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks good. We're going to be moving out towards the normal location. I want you on your ground mounts. We're moving to Cleft of Shadows and moving out now.
I think we're all mostly excited for, in Warlords, Terran Mill versus South Shore.
Yes, old school.
A new super large battleground that they've added in. Also Ashran, obviously, and all the benefits therein. So lots of world PvP. Lots of good times.
I'm looking forward to shooting people in tanks.
They gave me the wild bug. That is going to be kind of...
You know, it sounds great. I think we're going to have a great time with it. It's a really enormous addition to the game. It's providing us an amazing endgame for the first time, and it should be great. Make sure you're following your groups.
With lots of things focused on world PvP, your conquest vendor is the Keep Lord in Ashran. You get conquest points from participating in Ashran. You can't increase your conquest cap, but you get your points, weekly points filled out there too. World PvP gear from Ashran. The new world PvP, the super large battleground being very focused on field fighting. That's something we enjoy too.
Exactly will you get the points doing stuff in Ashram? Is it like just dailies or killing people or?
Well, I don't imagine they've reinvented the wheel on this, so it's probably dailies and killing and objectives.
All the others dismissed.
Blood of the Mud Monkeys.
All the others dismissed. Archage.
All right, non-World of Warcraft players, that's pretty much the information. You're dismissed to your channels. I'll be seeing you guys in WildStar. Everyone else should be following your groups. Follow your groups on the map.
What's the WildStar?